copper. And I'm coming to you live here from this studio, from this exit on the Super Information Highway. As you know, fiber optics have brought us many wonderful things. You're probably wondering why I'm holding this rope. How is fiber optics like rope? Well, they're both made out of fiber. Now, rope, as you may well know, is made out of fiber, and it's twisted from right to left into yarn, and then from left to right into strands, then from right to left, excuse me, my mouth isn't working too good yet, then from right to left into rope. That gives it this sort of dynamic tension. Now with fiber optics, when the big conglomerates get together and they buy all the stations and they have fiber optics running into each home, they're going to be able to bring us, the consumer, many wonderful things. It would be sort of like a bowline on a bike. Now a knot that's tied on the bite is tied without the benefit of the loose end, so a bowline on the bite is tied just like so. We take it over like this, pull it through, and I bring this back here, pull this up like this, and I get a bowline on the bite. Oops, not quite. Let me do that again. Now a bowline on the bite can be used to lift a man up. And just like AT&T and TCI, when they own all the information systems in the world, they're going to take care of us, the consumer, just like this. We'll just put our legs through that fiber optic, and it'll just lift us right up, just like that. Now, I wanted to show you the means of production here at the studio. So let's just take a little walk right through here. Mike's going to follow us, and Gwen's going to give me a camera here. So if you just come this way, we'll take a look at the means of production. See if I can come in here without feeding back. Now there's a lot of fiber optic cable that runs all through this building, so we're just going to kind of take a look at the different things. Let's take a look right down here, and you'll see the crew busy at work down there. You can see that they're real busy. I can't talk too loud, or we're going to feed back. That's Andy, and we got Terry in the headphone, and that's Dick Loyal back there, and we got Richie here, and I don't know, these two, Paris and Aaron. They're hangers-on here at Channel 500. Okay, we'll just go back this way a little ways. You know, that's the thing about this technology. Sometimes this fiber optics, they get a little confusing, you know. It's okay. We come back downhill the hallway here, and we can see, oh, the producer's got a hold of me. We seem to have lost you here. This is where it all happens. Come back here into the dressing room. Well, it seems like Mike's having a little trouble getting through the doorway there. That's okay. It's okay. All is one here at Channel 500. Let's take a look at here. And this is the big boss at work on his Mac. This man gets paid a lot of money to do this. Right here into the dressing room, we can see the talent. We're going to have a special guest host tonight. Somebody who got her start on a show a lot like this, and she's right in here with some of her guests. That's right, it's Vi Thompson, and that's right, Vi. Don't look at the TV, look at the camera. And her guests, the Cello Chickens. That's Amanda and Helen. Okay. I'll tell you what. This time, why don't you go first, Mike, so we don't have that problem we did last time. Thank you. As you can see, it's a lot like the information channels that run throughout the United States. It's a very involved thing. Yes, and there will be ample parking for that. Now let's go right back in this way. We're heading back in towards the studio. Okay, we have our live studio audience. Whoa, I forgot the camera. Okay, Mike, come right back in here. The band that you heard opening up tonight is called Vi Thompson Overdrive. I think they're from East Missoula, as a matter of fact. They're one of the favorite bands out there in East Missoula. Since the cabin burned down. Which was a while ago for some of you folks might remember that place. Okay, here we are back in the studio. Not only do a lot of wonderful things happen with fiber optics, just like they do with rope, but as you can see, all the information that you get on a program like this has a lot to do with helping a person survive in the everyday world. And if I could just hand this microphone back to you. I'd just like to tie one more knot if I could before I go off, and this is the knot that won the Wild West. And it's called a lariat, and it's tied with the benefit of a Honda. That's the Honda there on the end of the rope. And then the way you play it is you let the Honda go halfway around the rope, and then you swing it over your head like so. Now this is also a lot like fiber optics, because when the big conglomerates own not only all the pipes and wires that run into our house, they will also own the means of production. And can you imagine, you know, if you have a video phone and you're walking by the video phone and Rush Limbaugh's on there, right? And he just talks to it. Hey, hey, feminazi. Well, hey, I'm a man, I can be a feminist. Yeah, but I heard you were a feminist, so watch out, buddy. I mean, how delightful will it be, you know, how entrancing will it be to have 500 channels all tied. God. It's Wednesday night in Missoula. Oh my God!
Get obsessed with Calvin Swine.
Yes.
Dad, talk to me, Dad.
Hello. I'm Vi Thompson, and this is By the Way. My guest today is very special. It's the group Vi Thompson Overdrive. We really don't know if there's any coincidence or if they just ripped off my name. I'd like to introduce it to you. If the band could all sit down in this one chair, I'd really appreciate it. Or just sort of close around. Boys, you want to come? They're a lovely group. They're very nice. They're young, and they're I believe they're all valedictorians. Is this true?
True. This is true.
First to my left is
I'm Charlie Ray Ballantyne.
Charlie Ray Ballantyne. You know, I gotta tell you, Charlie, when I came in today, you look very familiar to me for some reason, but I can't seem to put my finger on it. But I'll think of it later. And your name?
Butterfly Herb.
Butterfly Herb. Is that your given name?
Yes, ma'am.
I think he should give it back, don't you? And you? What's your name, sweetheart?
I'm Montana Dick.
Montana Dick. Oh, that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. Will there be ample parking for that, Dick? And what's your name, sweetheart?
Rowdy Richter.
Rowdy Richter, Ample Dick. I'm sorry, what was your name?
That's
Montana Dick. Excuse me. And your name again?
Butterfly Herb.
Butterfly and
Charlie Ray.
Charlie. You look really familiar for some reason.
I'm your grandson.
Oh, I know what it is. I bought insurance from you, didn't I?
No.
I got a hospitalization policy from you, didn't I? You look really familiar. Anyway, I was wondering, boys, if you could tell us a little bit about your group, what kind of music you play. Do you do some Perry Como? I love Perry Como. Do you do any Perry Como? Any Donna Summer music? Anything like that?
Well, just rock and roll.
Okay. Could you tell us, I know that your new gig is supposed to be on that new variety show on MCAT called Oh My God, is this true?
True.
And you're going to be on there at, it says here, on the 26th at 10 a.m. Or is it 10 p.m.?
10 p.m.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun, won't it? And will you all please join it? Is this for children? Would children enjoy your group?
We play for the youngins.
Okay, so it's for the family. There'll be ample parking, and I think they deserve a big hand, don't you? Let's hear from our studio audience, shall we? Next week, we'll be having the Colostomy Trio. They'll be coming out and talking to us about new things that you can do with colostomy bags. It'll be a lot of fun. Bye for now.
A tiny 5% of the people in the world consume 1/3 of its resources and produce almost half the non-organic waste. Those people are us. The way she thinks. She is addicted to television. 100 million North Americans spend a quarter of their
American
lives
excess.
on television.
Just leave home without it.
Don't spend your
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, we're on. Hurry up. Get ready. We're going to cut this barrel. Mike, get in front of Terrell.
Go ahead.
Oh, give him a minute. Am I live? Okay, a lot of great things happen here on Channel 500 here. That's Vi Thompson Overdrive. That's Charlie, Jeremy, Vale, and Jesse and the gang. Andy Rothberg. Many of you know from Andy's Talk Show, which is a weekly talk show on Channel 500. Andy Rothberg, I believe, got his start on Vi Thompson. Or no, actually Andy was telling me that Vi got her start on his show. And we're going to be going away with that video, how to keep a home, or how to get a home here in Missoula. You ready, Andy?
Hi, I'm Andy Thogerson, the host of Andy's Talk Show, and a lot of people always are asking me where I live. They want to come over and party. But, you know, this is it right here. This is where I live. This is about 4 by about 8. This is my cat, Bob. This is the official MCAT cat. He likes to roar, and its litter box is right over here. Yeah, it's always goofing around, getting into stuff all the time. Going outside right now. It's a really rad place. But this is my Andy's Talk Show sign. And my ski equipment. And I got my sink right here. My TV set. And this is my couch here. Here's my couch. And also it converts like into a toilet. You just go like that. Like, it's cool. You can like sit here and watch TV. I got some toilet paper. This doubles as Kleenex also. Comes in real handy. I got all my shaving stuff and my pit stick right here. And I have a paintbrush. Plan on painting the place, but you know, I kind of like the decor right now. And this is, it's a real nice place actually. And my other shirt, I keep it right here normally. My other shirt. But it's at the cleaners right now, so I can't really do anything about it. But these are my towels. I have 2 towels. My shower, you know, doubles. This is my bed here. It's stepped on quite a bit, but yeah, it's okay. And I got a nice, it's a real nice view actually, you know. It's like you stare right up, you can almost see Mount Sentinel. Kind of have to stand on your tippy toes and tilt your head this way. But you can like almost see the M, man. Like right ahead. And then you can step on the shower. You can see it pretty good. But you got your mirror, your camera over there, man. And you know, it's pretty nice. You know, I got pretty decent lighting. I can read books pretty well on my sofa. And the cat litter box, that's the only problem, you know. It really smells. I mean, sometimes it really stinks. I got my cleanser and my plunger over there because sometimes if the couch overflows, I'm drowned out of my bed at night. So that's not good. Yeah. But it's real nice play, you know. And I'm stealing it. You know, I just moved to Missoula, man. And man, I'm practically stealing the place. I mean, I'm a college student and everything, and they try to give me a break. And then they're not. I mean, I'm practically stealing the place. I already said that, but God, it's so great. I mean, I got a 3 by 8. My toilet and a shower and a sink and everything. I'm getting this place, forget it. I got $1,500 a month. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, this is my coat hanger that my other shirt was on. See, it hangs like that. So you got a closet. See? I got my posters of my Andy's Talk Show sign. I'm set. What else does a college student need? I mean, great. It's just like home.
You know, of course, everyone.
Oh, we're on? We're on the air. Hello. Welcome to Dial a Psycher. My name is the Great Fadad. I am glad now to be in Missoula. I'm from Southern California. Many of my clients have moved up here to Western Montana. I had to eventually move up here myself. I wish I could reveal some of their names. Many celebrities I consult. I do a lot of my therapy. Some I call it therapy. Some call it fortune telling. It's a little of both. I am now, in Missoula, and I would like to reach out more to the public to expose my powers of insight into fortune telling, and I would like to take any calls out there in the Missoula area. Please call if you can. Oh, maybe we're in luck here. Hello? Oh, no. Hello? Hello, is there someone there calling in? Okay. Okay. I think there's someone here. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, this is Dial a Psychic. Do you have any questions, or would you like any of your fortunes told? Anything like that?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh my gosh. Things were never like this in California. This is what happens in Montana, I suppose. My first live call-in show, and they can't hear me. Well, anyway, we may have another caller here. Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
Hello, this is
Thanks for calling Missoula Community Access Television. Please exercise your First Amendment rights. Did you do that with your mind? Did you do that with your mind?
Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Actually, all I know is I'm anxious to help anyone out there with my psychic powers. Sir, do you have any questions, or would you like any help from me?
What's my name?
Ralph.
No, you're wrong.
I don't know if you know this, but I think in your past life you were named Ralph. I'm sure that Ralph was one of your names in your past lives. But anyway, what is your name?
Vale.
Vale. Vale. Have you called me before, Vale? I don't think so. Were you? Well, Vale, how's your life going for you?
You tell me.
Well, you're going to have to do something. Hold the telephone receiver directly in front of your face, so that directly in the center of your face, so it's going up and down. Can you see my hand? So the phone is like this, and then I can commune better.
Okay, I'm doing that now.
I see life is going pretty well for you. I do see something in the future happening for you. Hold the phone there. I see you're going to become a manager of a Super America.
Oh, wow. I'm going for that right now. How'd you guess?
Well, Vale, it's goes way back in my family. I guess we might have some other callers, Vale. Is there anything else you're wondering about?
No, I'm just too amazed already.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Well, we may have another caller. Hello, is there someone there on line 1?
Yeah, I'm here.
Would you like some help from me, the Great Fadad?
Yeah. Where can I get some weed?
Some weed. There's weed all over Montana. They're having a war on weeds, in fact.
I really need some, man.
Well, you can get hired down the Bitterroot Valley to pick weed. I know a lot of farmers. It's quite the scourge. There's leafy spurge and knapweed.
Spurge?
Yeah. We're having a big weed problem in Montana. So you must be new here, but there's a lot of weed around.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, you don't need to call me for that. You can find out from the Department of Agriculture or your local county extension agent.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello, is someone there online too?
Well, I want to know about, CIA, CIA methadone importation.
What were they importing?
Well, you name it. Methadone and, some tainted volumes that, well, about an hour ago.
You know, what the CIA, I'm really worried about
An
the
hour
CIA.
ago I started taking these CIA Valium and, well, now...
That's all right. Let me tell you. The CIA now has satellites that not only can read your license plate numbers.
Fry your brain. I saw the poster. I saw the Fry Your Brain CIA satellite poster, and then I got this guy come up to me and he say, "Here's some Valium from the CIA," and about an hour ago,
you must have psychic powers that they're wanting to repress. They've offered those to me too.
Now, Swami, when Guru, when they offered you these CIA pills, did you take them into your mouth, Swami?
I sold them. I turned around and made some money on this.
Hey, were you down about an hour ago, Swami, you sold me them CIA pills, and I took them about an hour ago, and since then, Swami, I'm not against using violence in this sort of situation. I've got an arsenal at my command, and I'm ready to hit the streets if something happens. If I see things happening out there that need to be dealt with, about an hour ago I took these pills.
Okay, listen. I just get in, put your head between your knees, and for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Any way you can, and remember that the CIA can now read your thoughts, and it's best if you can concentrate on license plate numbers in your mind, and then that will throw them off. Thank you for calling Dial the Psychic.
You're next.
Thank you. Thank you for calling Dial the Psychic. And now, I think we're going to cut to a commercial. No, we're going to cut to some music.
Oh my God, it's time for the news with newscaster Dick Loyal and his co-anchors Connie and Chunk.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God now brings you the evening news. Governor Mark Rascal today issued the 45th public apology for remarks made by Lieutenant Governor Dennis Reverb, who is traveling around Montana on a very bad goodwill tour. Rascal said Reverb regrets his latest major stupidity when he called Senator John Melcher a drunk. Over to you, Connie.
In his apology, Reverb now says that Melcher is not actually a drunk, but that a lot of people think he is, and so that's what he really meant to say. Reverb also said he did not really mean to say that Montanans with AIDS would be better off dead.
Meanwhile, Governor Rascal denies reports that the lieutenant governor will check into Warm Springs for a government plutonium experiment.
Oh my God, this is terrible news. And now, to page 2. Oh, yes, here it is. Ha, 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 ha. It's been a good day, hasn't it? Oh,
Jeez.
yes. This just in. Mayor Dan Kemmis will be checking in to St. Pat's for replacement of his Adam's apple. Medical experts inform the Evening News that the surgery should cure the mayor's lifelong difficulty with just saying
Yes or no? Here's the foreground. Apparently, a congenital defect resulted in the mayor's having an Eve's apple rather than the customary Adam's apple. This is a 93% chance of success, but due to the limited supply of Adam's apple donors, chemists may actually have a pineapple transplant rather than just an ordinary apple.
the new organ will be called an Adam's pineapple, but Mayor Kemmis should be able to say both yes, no, and maybe in a clearer and
juicier voice
after the surgery.
Doctors do say the mayor's collar size will increase by a factor of 12.
Oh, my God. Oh, our report last week that Attorney General Janet Reno and City Councilman Al Sampson were accidentally switched at birth? That was all a mistake. It was an error. There is no truth to that report. Please, please disregard.
And now this. Have you tried the brand new kit for home application of electric shock therapy? I have, and you should too. This was especially developed for brain-dead TV news anchors.
And now, Channel 500 is making it available to brain-dead viewers. Just like you. You don't have to travel all the way to Galen Hospital and climb in that awful bathtub. Now you can destroy those annoying little brain cells in the privacy of your own home. Call right now. Operators are standing by.
And now, it's been a good day.
It sure has. Why don't you continue?
Okay, chunk. And now to the Spanish language edition of the Evening News. The Bureau of Business and Economic Research has just released a poll in which Missoulians were asked to respond to the following question. How would you rank the presence or absence of Los Cojones on the city council? As you know, the word for balls in Spanish is Los Cojones. 65% of those responding to the poll, which you see on our screen, reported that the Los Cojones factor was just about right. 26% filled in number 2. Los Cojones on the city council, not much in evidence. 4% said there was an appearance of no Cojones on the city council.
3% believed there was mucho cojones on the city council. The final 2% said they either had no experience with los cojones or that they were still making up their mind about cojones.
Oh my God, by the way, had no involvement in preparation of this poll. And our releasing the cojones, no cojones results does not indicate our approval of language which is not politically correct. And now a word from our sponsor.
Montana's favorite folk songs with the legendary Chester Shadow. Sing along to songs such as Rush is Right.
I hope we don't have to fight. Believe me, I know Rush is right. He says what he knows and he's right, I suppose, 'cause he's got 2 shows day and night. And I just know Rush is right. Rush is right.
Yes, you will love these favorites, such as I Release Cutthroats.
I don't go over my limit, and I seldom use my boat. yes, I release cutthroats.
Included is,
He told me as we gazed up at the stars, no matter where you ride, that's where you are. No matter where you ride, that's where you are. He told me as we gazed up at the stars.
you'll love Please Don't Come In, Wet Dogs.
Please don't come in, wet dogs. Wet dogs, please stay outside. Wet dogs, how'd you get so wet? Oh, stay outside, my stinky pet.
Yes, you'll love them all.
He knew that he'd have to hurry, go and poo, so no one would worry. Then he thought, yes, he thought, after he had gone, never squat, with your spurs on.
You'll love I'd Rather Be Hunting.
Satellite TV and stereo in my living room. But darling, do you know something? I'd rather be hunting. I'd rather be hunting.
So order now and get this special offer. Just call Chester's Shadow now while this offer lasts, for it won't last forever.
So as you can tell, I've studied a little bit of theatrics.
The Montana chapter of the National Rifle Association has just elected Don Nichols as its new public relations officer. Nichols will be running the publicity operation from his prison cell at Deer Lodge. The NRA says that Nichols, the mountain man who kidnapped an Olympic athlete several years ago, was only using his Second Amendment freedoms and a big gun to slaughter the man trying to rescue the athlete. As Nichols told the reporter yesterday, "Guns don't kill people, people kill people, and that's how I did it."
Oh my God!
Senator Conrad Burns says he's withholding judgment on a recent survey indicating that most red-blooded Americans believe Vice President Al Gore is hotter in bed than President Clinton. Burns did say this: "When blood and gore are all over the floor, I never have my spoon."
Burns himself, by the way, in the same opinion sample, is considered hotter in bed than Senator Max Baucus, but Burns only outranked Baucus by a nose.
Oh my God! And now a special update on Missoula dumping and sewage problems. The city engineer has announced a drastically different approach to Missoula's sewage problems. Citizens living on the north and on the near south side will be asked to defecate only on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Meanwhile, residents of the South Hills and Target Range area will be limited to dumping only on Mondays and Fridays. So sorry, folks. All other parts of town will be asked to limit their bowel movements to Wednesdays and Sundays only.
City engineer Bruce Bender says the new 12-step program for timely evacuation has been endorsed by Surgeon General Joyce Elders, who will be in Missoula next week to launch the new program called Constipation Can Save on Sewer Construction.
Meanwhile, citizens living in trailer courts will be asked to eliminate absolutely nothing for the next 2 months while their sewer lines are being repaired.
And opposition to the new dumping program is being led by 4B's Restaurants and Brownie's In-N-Out. Oh my God!
It's ironic.
It is ironic. Look at that scenery.
There's so much of it. It's so big.
It's too much. Look. Do you see what I see?
Oh, it's time for the weather this or weather that weather report with me, Singing Sam the Weatherman. Well, boy, I mean man, I mean Jesus, I mean gosh, the weather's sure been strange, like springtime in the middle of winter. Sunny and warm winds, pretty strange. Well, I think I even heard a robin yesterday. The outlook is certain, spring is on its way. But before spring comes, we can expect a blizzard by next week from the north, you bet. Temperatures will plunge and the rivers will freeze, and a 40 below wind chill will blow through the trees, and the trees will freeze and crack and maybe tumble down. So beware, 'cause this a blizzard is a-comin' to your town. So beware, 'cause this blizzard is a-comin' to your town. But in the meantime, we can expect scattered sun, scattered clouds, and scattered mud, and scattered snow, and scattered wind, and scattered ice, and scattered temperatures all over the place. In Hamilton, expect 38. In Darby, 69. In Stevensville, 51. And in Butte, expect -10. Temperatures should reach up tomorrow in Missoula. And in Missoula tomorrow, expect a smog visibility of 1 block. But by next week, smog conditions should improve to a 2 or 3 block visibility. And that's the weather this or weather that weather report with me, Singing Sam, the Weatherman.
You'll love boot camp, life in the barracks, getting drunk with guys just like yourself from all across America. If you're lucky, there'll be a war, guns, ammunition, chemical weapons. Remember, the Cold War may be over, the Berlin Wall may be down, but the military always needs men with a license to yell.
Democracy means simply the bludgeoning of the people by the people for the people. What do you think of that?
Hello fans, my name is Lush Bimba and I'm a genuine American cheese. I'm directly descended from the precious loins of America's founding fathers who have nothing to do with losing mothers. Did you tune in to last night's State of the Union address? What a joke! Did you see boring Albert Gore up there on the podium? What's Gore always grinning about anyway? Every time I see that boob, I say, blood and gore all over the floor, and me without my spoon. I'm a cannibal at heart. Nothing better than a greasy liberal to gnaw on. And where was Socks the cat? Maybe over at the vet's getting fixed. Yep, getting docked. Has Clinton been fixed yet? Now that he's out of Arkansas, Clinton has the Secret Service watching out whenever Bill has got a mind to stroke the cat. Oh yeah, our fearless leader loves to head for Lincoln's bedroom and pet the pooty tap. You know, someone asked me today why they should watch my show. I just told them I have over 22 million listeners on radio each day and over 3 million on TV each night. And that didn't shut them up, though, so I told them I make over 2 million a year. I mean, come on. You know, folks, I'm a broadcaster first. My show is a private enterprise and broadcaster. And judging from the size of my audience, my show's a success. You folks like me. You know, some people don't think I'm funny. I don't care. Liberals, women, environmentalists, they don't think I'm very funny. Something else I wanted to get back to. People ask me what I like to eat. Well, I like oatmeal, pizza, spaghetti, rice, potatoes, sauerkraut, grease, sardines, sheep balls, horse meat, raw dough, beef cake, patty cakes, cheesecakes, head cheese, little chihuahuas, and cocker spaniels. You know, folks, one of Montana's senators is a good conservative, Conrad Burns. He's absolutely perfect for Washington, because he's got a no-brain kind of fella. He's so bright that when he first was leaving Montana to catch a plane to Washington, he saw a sign saying airport left, so he turned around and went home. Senator Burns told me that just the other day about his latest proposal. We should eat up all the endangered species, and then we could eliminate the Fish and Wildlife Service. In fact, we should make a stew out of a grizzly bear, bald eagles, salmon, and wolves, and give it away on the soup plants out in Montana. And have you seen those new government TV ads for rubbers? Did you ever imagine your tax dollars spent on telling people how to erect a condominium on their privates? I mean, did you ever try to get one of those little things on your old G. Willikers? It's a real struggle. But you know me, I'm an old softie. And my little Johnny Willie always tells me, no love without the glove. Well, folks, that's all for tonight. Remember, I'm hooked on phonics, and you should be too. Everything in English can be reduced to just 3 basic grunts and a whistle. Forget vowels, reduce, and forget consonants. Just remember, 3 grunts and a whistle, and that's all you need. So anyway, I'll see you next time.
Yep, I'm Fred, talking forth. Today I'm going to sow some wild oats. You know, there is no sin except stupidity. You know something else? I can resist everything except temptation.
Oh, wait, 20, 30 seconds. I forgot there's another...
The most significant event in automotive history. It's coming. The end of the age of the automobile.
Well, my guest today is the lovely Cello Chickens. Oh, well, won't that be a lot of fun? Well, let's start first with the first Cello Chicken on my right is
Amanda.
Amanda, and her sister, the other chicken, is Helen, Amanda, and Helen.
Helen.
I'm sorry?
You have to say it with an accent.
I have to say it with an accent. Helen, how was that? So we have Helen and Amanda, and they're with the Cello Chickens, and they'll also be playing on that new show on MCAT called Oh My God! Oh My God, which is kind of like what just happened to me. Anyway, we're talking to Danelle about how the group began. Could you tell us just a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, you see, at first it started out with, well, our parents. They're not normal.
No.
In fact,
See, do we have the photo?
Yes.
Do we have the photo?
This,
Can
the woman
you
in the
see?
yellow.
The woman
is
in
our
yellow
mother,
is our mom.
and the other one
That's our dad.
is our
Well,
father.
that sounds like a
So
lot
we
of
were-
fun. Will there be children there for this event?
No.
No children. So this wouldn't be for the whole family.
Well, yeah, because
Well,
we've got a family, like, pictures of fun things, you know.
Is there parking for that? Will there be parking available?
In the back.
In the back. There'll be
But
parking
you
in the
have
back.
to go. Yeah.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun. Well, could you tell us how the two of you actually came to be? Were you bored, or I heard now that you were hatched out of an egg? Well, that's very interesting. Could you tell us a little bit about that? That is really fantastic.
Well, let's see. We started off when, mother dropped her egg out, and then she broke us open.
She broke you open.
With her beak.
With her beak.
But
So
see,
your
the
mother
problem
had a
is
beak.
See, we landed on our heads, and so we couldn't think straight a lot of times, and we start going off our own ends, and that's why we're doing the cello thing, because
We're kind of crazy. We're off our knockers.
I see.
Off our knockers.
Well, you know, we have a wonderful place here in the state of Montana called Warm Springs. Have you ever been there before?
yeah, I've heard it's really cool. They have those really cool plastic things.
We visited.
And yeah.
I've spent a few months there myself.
Oh,
and
really?
Actually,
Did you go in that
my,
one
do you
white
know
room?
that actually I got this at Hennessy's on sale?
Wow.
This is part of my spring on two. Oh, we're back on. So anyway, and I was hoping that you might actually. That, by the way, this is gold lame, and it's made of 100% fishing test.
Oh,
This is 6-pound monofilament.
Well, you know what might go with your outfit?
Yes.
Is a present we have for you.
We have a present for you. It's our orange juice. Oh.
Oops, we accidentally grabbed our
Shoot, did
sister's
you?
abortion.
Damn it, did you always forget those things? God.
Well, won't this be a lot of fun?
You're entitled to drink it.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon?
Drink it.
Drink the eggs.
Yeah.
It makes your skin really soft.
Yeah, it might take away some of your wrinkles.
Go ahead.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Well, when in Rome.
Bottoms up. Oh.
Well, I think this is a good time to cut to a commercial. Well, won't that be a lot of fun? Well, that was the Cello Chickens, and we really enjoyed having you. Are you going to play anything or just trying to kill me?
Satisfaction. In fact,
What is with these crazy bitches?
we brought
Where's
you
my
some earplugs.
manager?
We brought you earplugs. Here, hand them the earplugs.
Well, this is the Cello Chickens, and they'll be playing. What's the name of the song, dear?
No, we can't tell. We can't tell.
It's called We Can't Tell. And
By the Rolling Stones.
by the Rolling Stones. So, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Very
9,
good.
10.
They'll start playing it any second now.
Okay.
Can we?
Hey, chroma key.
Where's the mouth?
Oh, yeah! Okay. Run out!
And this is my eye right there. And this, I was so cool inside that little egg that they took me into a science journal.
She's famous.
We're famous. Okay, go next one. Okay, if you can see, this is our
cousin Louis.
No, Arnolda. Arnolda Schwartz Chicken.
Oh. Okay.
Remember, she was a model for a long time.
Chicken and
for Chicken Playboy, but then she decided to become a B-movie advocate.
You might have seen her in
the what?
In that horror film, the Creature from the...
Who cares?
2 more minutes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Next one.
Okay, hurry,
go.
hurry. Just flip through them really fast.
Guys, this one right here, if you can see it, it's our
This
world
is a
friend.
world chicken.
It was in Dune.
Okay,
Grandma,
this chicken was
her
in
name
Dune.
is Hermalda.
Switches.
Damn it. We're gonna just die, you know. Okay, this is Barbie and Imelda, and they're going to have a town, and they're this one right here, if you can see it. This is Evil Barbie and her friend.
It's like he's a drag queen.
What the hell are you talking about, man? Slow down. This is our friend Carlo, and his is in the world tour, and then he has this detachable head that goes and hits a soccer ball 500 feet in the air.
Two
Okay?
heads. He's a Swedish chicken.
Okay, now this one right here.
This is Yo-Yo Chicken.
Yo-Yo Chicken is our famous brother, and he plays with us, you know.
Okay.
And then this
But
one
he knows
right
how to
here.
tune his cello.
If you can't see it very well, but see, that's
this is a Vi Thompson impersonator.
Thank you very much.
chicken.
We love you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you, Cello Chickens. That's about all the time we have here on Channel 500. And I'd like to thank you for joining us on Oh My God.
Oh my God!
Oh My God, with Amanda Broder, Hella Belangi. Produced by Richie Doyle, who also did the weather. And thank you to McCarthy Coyle and to Molly and Aaron. And give me a little background music. To Molly and Aaron, and to Vi Thompson Overdrive, and to Vi Thompson. Thank you, Vi Thompson, for doing an impersonation of David Jealous. And I would just like to thank TCI for their generosity. And
February 23 is the next show.
February 23 is the next show, and be sure and tune in. My name is Steve Proper, and a big hand for the studio audience here.